So I think I have a natural tendency. To want to create rules about our world, or create rules about what's the best way to do this or do that, or handle this situation or handle that situation. Different like rules and protocols, like for everything. And I think it's like a mental shortcut that my brain naturally just like wants to come up with a rule, so that whenever it encounters something, it remembers the rule. Instead of having to re-go through the decision-making process over and over, it can just make a decision based off of the rule. And it saves energy and time and decision-making power, which is really important because decision-making is what slows everything down. It's like decision-making is like conscious effort, and your brain's processing speed, you can only process so many problems at a time, or really just seems like one problem at a time. So I think a lot of us have probably this tendency to want to make rules. But sometime last year in 2023, I was making generalizations. I think having a lot of conversations about like gender and different class, like poor, middle, upper class, ultra wealthy, and making like generalizations about people based off of certain characteristics, like how poor they grow up, or how wealthy they grow up, or if they were born a biological woman or biological man, or if they were born neurotypical or neurodivergent, and which type of neurodivergent. And so having lots of those conversations with my friend Montana. Shout out Montana, love you, girl. I was having lots of those conversations, and at some point she's just like, well, why are you making generalizations? And I'm like, well, because, it's like a generalization. It's like, it's a shortcut, sort of. If I don't know somebody that well, I can at least have an idea maybe of how to interact with them based off of a generalization, or I can sort of know what to expect from a person or something. And Montana attacked that. She questioned whether or not it was useful at all. And I think I'm beginning to agree with her. I'm not sure how useful these generalizations or these rules that we come up with are. Maybe the exercise of like figuring them out is important, because it's like an exercise in evaluating situations and things and hypotheticals. But I think it's really important that in each situation, each individual moment that we find ourselves, that we're able to drop those preconceived notions, drop those rules, drop those generalizations. Like, we've got them in our back pocket, each of them. But they're not really rules, they're just maybes. Maybe this, maybe that. I think it's really important to just evaluate each individual situation, each individual person, each individual moment as its own unique thing that no rule applies to, that you have to decide in that moment, in that unique moment, what the best course of action is. Dude, just look where I'm running, man. What a nice trail. Yesterday I was talking with one of my older brothers, Garrett, about sort of our own personal growth journeys, and Specifically, he's been in a tough spot recently, and so he's on this like growth journey. He's at this like painful moment in life, one of many painful moments in life where there's an opportunity to learn something because things aren't going the way you want them to. And part of his difficulty has to do with being tough on other people, being tough on himself. And I've struggled with the same thing because we grew up under the same father who was very tough on himself and very tough on other people. And as me and my brother Garrett were having this conversation, he sort of said that a adage that he's been reaching for is, I think, a Marcus Aurelius or one of the Stoics. Be tough on yourself and gentle with others. And I said that seems like a pretty good one, you know. But I went through the whole thing that I just went through with you guys about rules. And I was like, it seems like a good rule to have in your back pocket to use, but it shouldn't be a rule. Because what if certain times in life you need to be gentle with yourself? Or hard on others? See, I don't think there are any rules that work all the time. I've learned to be gentle with myself, or hard on myself. And in this show that I'm creating called Being in Balance, in Being in Balance, we don't follow rules. You've got this, you've got maybe 4 axes you can imagine across. One direction is be hard. The other one's be soft. And then on the other axis is to myself and to others. So you can either be hard on everyone, yourself and others, or you can be gentle or soft with everyone, or you can be gentle with yourself and hard on others. Kind of sociopathic, that one, huh? Or you could be hard on yourself and gentle with others. A little masochistic, that one. But all of them are out of balance if you use them all the time, right? What we're seeking for is to access the full spectrum, up, down, left, right, the entire axis of this facet of reality, this hardness, softness spectrum. Access the full spectrum. Don't sit yourself here or sit yourself there and get stuck using just one part of it. Balance allows you to move and flow and use every part of the spectrum. It's more powerful that way. We're more powerful that way. We're more capable and able to react the right way, to act the right way, or to sit still the right way. So, just something to think about.